Happy day, I'm good. And when I was little, I used to always put my hand up in class and volunteer to read until something happened where I had a teacher who didn't like me, who yelled at me in front of the class, and then ever since then, I stopped volunteering my knowledge. I became a lot more reserved, and that lasted all the way, until now, basically. Every time I put my hand up in university, I kind of blacked out, and I didn't remember what I was saying. So today we're gonna look at stuff that maybe made everything kind of go a little bit sour for us. I think that we're born pretty open, and then stuff happens that makes it worse. Don't do this. Look at this lovely girl. My son is a dirty, disgusting idiot, but look at this beautiful, lovely, clean girl. What you should do is, you can do it too. You can be clean too, just like this kid next door. Don't you hate when your parents compare you to other kids? Like, I feel like that is probably one of the worst things you can do. Oh, don't you love how little Jenny over there is getting straight A's and you over there with your C? Disgusting. I wish Jenny was my kid. I feel like parents should not be allowed to do that. I'm a proponent of kill your parents with kindness when they're being mean, but sometimes on my Discord they tell me stories and I'm like, oh, try to kill them with kindness, but they don't seem very kind to begin with.
What if he's in a bad mood? I have to put my toys away.
Oh, this one is just too real. When your dad is busy and you want to bother him and you're scared to. My dad was a professor, and when he was marking, I knew not to bother him, and when I did bother him, it was on me. He didn't get scary or anything, but he would just be like, Cass, please. I don't know, it's just it's scary to be scared of your parents, and I feel like that's something that parents shouldn't do to their kids. Oh, this one's great. Don't. These kids are bullying this little guy and stealing his money, and this guy's like, and in this one, be a little rat, Fink, okay? Just be a little rat, because this little kid here, he's gonna carry this for the rest of his life. And these bullies, they aren't gonna remember it, but he is, and it's harmful. Oh, okay, I'm really glad I didn't have this. The mom's like, it's for skinny girls only, take it off. The moms who comment on your body types, I've seen, my mom never did it to me, but I've seen other people's moms do it to my friends, right in front of me, and whew, that's toxic. That can really encourage some long-term issues. If you're a parent, please don't do that. And this is the mom saying, diet? What nonsense? Eat! Is this the right thing to do? Diet? That's nonsense. Just eat. Unless it's an issue, if it's of her own volition, then you should support her. But the parents who give their kids body image issues, that's a yikes. Oh, the mom, your father is a scoundrel. And she's just I'm listening to you, Mom. I think it should be a general policy where you shouldn't talk crap about the other parent in front of your kids, at least until they're older, because it's kind of a messed up thing to do in front of a young kid. Oh, and there's this example. You're not going anywhere. You're too young to date. She's gonna go out anyway. She's gonna sneak out anyway. She's going to date anyway. So this control here, it's just gonna make your kid kind of lie to you and not trust you. And yeah, it is a little harmful because it makes her feel trapped. It's also especially toxic when the parents let the son do anything, but when it's the daughter, it's no, you can't do that. Why are you acting like that? Why are you such a flimsy, loosey-goosey girl? I've seen a lot of that, and that is not good. Making little girls feel shame for being girls and wanting to do stuff that everyone else is doing. Oh, this one's just a mess. Why did you buy this strange microphone? I know families who record stuff in the house, just to keep track of what their kids are doing. Ooh, I don't like that. It's also bad to snoop. Maybe this woman's mad because her mom's snooping around the house. You wouldn't snoop at a friend's house. You shouldn't snoop on your kids. They should trust you enough to tell you what's going on, because the whole snooping thing and the whole, I found this, it's scary and it's traumatizing. Oh, okay, so this is a toughie, all right? The kid's like, Mom, look, she's so fat. You're obviously going to traumatize your kid if you lay the smack down on them, but a kid really needs to know that it is very serious that they shouldn't do this kind of stuff when they're little. When I was in church when I was really little, I remember seeing a guy with a bald head, and it was very shiny, and I audibly said, Mom, look how shiny that bald guy's head is. And my mom was like, Kassie, you can't do that. It was very severe how mad my mom was at me, but I think it was very called for. And she kind of shook it into me at a very young age, do not comment on other people's bodies or anything like that, ever. Just don't do it. It's extremely rude, and I didn't realize how rude it was until she shook that into me. So it did scare me, but I feel like it was very called for. Oh, this is classic. Do you guys know what it's like to have a parent who's when you're 18, you're out the door, or every time they get mad at you, they're if you have a problem, you can just leave. And the son's just ugh. And then when the son's actually leaving, the dad's you think renting's better than living at home? You'll do anything just to waste money. This is like a can't win scenario. The parent that's like always telling you to get out of their house, and then when you actually get out of their house, they're like, you can't leave. This is why you have to come to an understanding with your parents. I feel like a lot of this stuff just like makes you either distrust authority figures and not be completely honest with them, or it makes you scared of them. So like the key is to like not have a kid who's like really scared all the time. Well, for me at least, like that's like where my anxiety comes from. It's like fear. And a lot of stuff that's happened in my life has made me very like fearful. That's not to say my parents did a bad job. My parents did a really good job. However, there were a lot of authority figures in my life that like really dropped the ball. Here's an angry mom.
Who broke the vase? It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me.
That's what you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to feel fear when you break something. And I want to know, when you were little and you broke something, what was your first instinct? My first instinct was to run away as fast as I humanly could. And it was that fear. Apparently what you're supposed to do is go, Mommy, I'm sorry, and have your mom go, try to be more careful, okay? Let's clean this up. Now, what kind of a mom has this kind of tolerance for like something really important getting broken? I don't think any mom would keep her cool this much. I know it's the right thing to do, but people aren't perfect. And also, I kind of enjoyed breaking stuff when I was little and running away. When I was little, I used to like go and knock on my brother's door, like just so I could like run away as fast as I could because I knew he'd be mad at me. Also, I had a pit bull growing up. I used to kind of like rile him up because he liked to play really rough. I used to like rile him up to the point where he'd get like rah, 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 and like have a lot of fun like that. And then I would just like scream and like run and like have him chasing me. Maybe the fear and the adrenaline for me was so fun because the stakes were so high. Oh, love this. What you're not supposed to do as a parent. Take notes. Just walk in. Don't do it. Mom, come on. I'm changing. I could have been doing anything in here. What you're supposed to do is knock. Come on in, Mom. PSA. Please knock. Please, please, please knock. And you know, you might be worried that your kid's like doing something that you don't want them to do in their room, but they're gonna find ways to do those things anyway. So the best thing you can do is try to make them trust you, okay? The whole like leave your door open a crack. We don't like that. I feel like a lot of parents are gonna be mad at me for this. This sucked. I don't think it helps the whole trust bond. Apparently you're not supposed to let your kids sit like this. Because if you do, then their legs are gonna get weird. What? I used to sit like that all the time. Are my legs weird? All right, you're not supposed to sit like this.
Yeah, you look weird.
I look weird? Are my legs weird? Wait, are my legs weird? Are they kind of like, wait, are my legs weird? I feel like my legs are fine. You're not supposed to let him do that though. Okay, well I can assume that like letting them do that too much is probably a bad thing, but I didn't know it could like change the shapes of your bones. What not to do? Listen, kiddo, you should listen to adults. You should listen to your parents. It's just a little nicer, okay? Encouraging your kid to be less fearful of you, because apparently fear isn't a good motivator. I mean, I had like an Asian upbringing, and I feel like the whole fear thing really helped me excel in life, but maybe that's like a backwards kind of thing. Here's the mom, and she's pregnant too. She's like, you must share! Or, how about you swap your toys for a while? Now, if my mom said to me and my siblings, how about you guys swap for a while? We would just be like, no. What do you do if you got like rough kids? What do you do if you got kids that like got a little fight in them, huh? I feel like you have to be rough sometimes. Not too rough, but you know what I mean? I don't know what I'd do if I had a kid who like didn't want to share. I'd be like, I don't know if I'd do the right thing. This is why I shouldn't have kids. Don't.
Why do planes fly, Daddy?
You'll find out when you grow up. I'm not gonna teach you. Screw that. What you should do is, let's learn together. I feel like parents a lot of the time, like they do a thing where they like don't know the answer, so they just go like,
figure it out yourself. Maybe teach me after.
Thankfully, we have the internet now, so we can just learn by ourselves. But really, it'd be nicer to have like this whole bonding, this learning together. Now, apparently this is harmful. I guess it does have like a you're on your own mentality. Don't. Why don't you throw? Are you scared?
No, I'm not. I'm going to smash this window now. Smash!
What you should do is, why don't you throw? Aren't you scared?
It's just stupid. I'm out of here. My parents taught me better than this. I don't have any friends at all.
That's what you should do. Don't give in to peer pressure, okay? Don't say this to your daughter, go, and I will stay nearby. I feel like that's the right thing to say. Instead of just like, be careful, I'm watching, I got my eyes on you, I'm never gonna take my eyes off of you. What is she doing? Is she trying on shoes? Is that like the most dangerous thing she's doing today? She's really giving it her all, risking it out here, trying on these shoes. It's a good thing her mother's nearby. Why not just let her go, you know? know? I'm a proponent of freedom. Because we're gonna be free anyway, might as well learn the hard way while we're young. Don't.
What is your name?
His name is Jason. He's my son. Don't come near me or my son ever again. What you should do.
What's your name?
My name's Jason. My mom lets me answer questions because my mom loves me.
Got a little smart aleck growing up, but hey, at least he's confident and mentally healthy. Have you ever had like problems with like your parents not being very good at saying they're proud of you? Maybe it's an Asian thing or maybe it's like an all parents thing, I'm not sure. But the mom here is like, I'm so proud of you. You shouldn't say that. Okay, what should you say? You must be proud of your work. It's like making it so that the kid is more liberated in their hard work. I mean, that's kind of cool. Never would have thought of that. I just would have went straight up for the I'm proud of you, because I'd much rather hear from my mom like I'm proud of you than like you must have worked really hard, good for you. But maybe it's because I'm saying it in a very passive-aggressive tone. What you shouldn't do. How was your day? Watch out. This is the most harmful thing you could possibly do to your kid. What you should do. What was the best part of your day? Oh, well, actually, yeah. How was your day is a very open-ended question, and like all you want to reply is just like, it was good. Whereas what was the best part of your day is, it's a much better question. Actually, I asked my brother that at dinner yesterday because I saw this comic. He didn't answer. He was just like, what? So that was kind of awkward, but I guess I'm not his mom or dad, so. What you shouldn't do. Your kid's crying and you're like, leave me alone, I'm sad too! What you should do is put on a strong face for your kid and be like, what happened, baby? You gotta take control sometimes. You gotta put on a strong face and let your kid know everything's okay, because eventually your kid's gonna grow up and they're gonna learn that not everything is okay and there's nothing their parents can do about it. But for as long as possible, just give them that nice little, that warm cocoon of mama's here and it's gonna be safe. Otherwise they'll grow up too fast, you know what I'm saying? Don't. Stop crying right now! Do. Does it hurt? But isn't this encouraging your kid to be a liar? What if I say, yeah, it does hurt, and then I'm coddled after, and then after that I'm always like, I'm hurt. Treat me good. Take care of me. I used to pretend that I fell asleep in the car because I liked when my dad would like pick me up and tuck me into bed. So sometimes I'd be like wide awake and my dad would like be carrying me in and I'd be like,
This is the life.
It was the closest thing to the ovaries that I could simulate. Don't do this. I could do that when I was your age. And the kid is sad. What you should do is let me teach you how to do it. Oh my goodness, there was this thing I saw on Twitter that I gotta show you guys. It's hilarious. Follow me on Twitter at Gloomy Kassie, yeah. Why did this cause PTSD in every brown and Asian kid on the timeline? My dad explaining a math problem for the 374th time. Me trying to see the paper through a blur of tears. Oh, ain't that the truth? I'd try to read out loud, and sometimes when I like just couldn't get a word right, my parents would be like, Cass, like, come on! On the bright side, it did make me good at reading, but it was like, this was me. Long story short, I feel like you gotta be really patient with kids because they're really tender. They're very sensitive. There's so many like little things that happened to me that I feel like I carried throughout my life, and I just progressively got less and less open. The nice thing about YouTube is it progressively made me like more and more open because of all the positive reinforcement, but I feel like if it weren't for YouTube, I'd just be this very quiet person who's not sure of themselves. And I still kind of am that, but nowhere near the degree that I was before I started. So we need to like not just let YouTubers have that benefit and also treat each other that way as well. So if you're a parent watching this, you know, just make it so that your kid can trust you and talk to you. I'm not a good parent. That's why I don't have kids. And if you're a kid, we all went through traumatizing situations and it sucks. And I hope you're gonna be all right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you ever wanna see me again, make sure you hit push notifications and I will see ya on the next one. Bye.